Thousands of dollars worth of stolen goods have been recovered for victims in East Alabama.
We've got a cold forecast coming up across East Alabama, including the possibility of wintry weather toward the weekend. We'll have the complete 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama coming up.
Coming up in sports, a rivalry matchup on the hardwood that delivered two very different outcomes. EAN Local News starts right now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit us at any one of our 5 locations in Oxford, Roanoke, Talladega, Jacksonville, and Lincoln.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stedham. A burglary ring that operated in 3 East Alabama counties has been broken up by local deputies who now have at least one suspect in custody. Cleveland County Sheriff John Daniels says his department's investigative division made the arrest following an investigation into a recent burglary and identity theft case that occurred in the Fruithurst area. Information obtained during the investigation led investigators to 3 homes in Clay County, where they recovered about $65,000 in stolen property related to that burglary. They also found additional stolen property connected to cases in Calhoun County. One suspect, who's allegedly a fugitive out of Cobb County, Georgia, was taken into custody. He now faces charges connected with that burglary. No names have been released at this time due to the ongoing investigation. Daniel thanked the Clay County Sheriff's Office and the Lineville Police Department for their help during the investigation and for the recovery of what he called a large amount of stolen property. Proposed legislation that would impact the Alabama High School Athletic Association are being considered by state lawmakers in the current session. One bill has been filed in the state Senate that would bar public schools from joining any athletic association unless its governing body is made up of at least 50% of members appointed by the governor, Speaker of the House of Representatives, President pro tem of the Senate, and the lieutenant governor. Specifically, that bill says each politician must appoint 4 members except the lieutenant governor, who gets 3 appointments. The bill also prohibits public schools from being part of an athletic association that has rules that don't conform with the state law. Senate Bill 73, which would take effect October 1st if passed by the legislature and signed into governor, is part of the ongoing battle over the Athletic Association's rule that students who leave public schools for private schools under the state's school voucher plan must wait a year before becoming eligible to play for their sports teams. 2 other bills being considered would affect high school athletic event television and radio coverage. House Bill 221 and its counterpart, Senate Bill 76, would grant schools sole authority to contract broadcast rights for regular and postseason events. Both of these bills have won the endorsement of the Alabama Broadcasters Association. When we return, East Alabama residents take a day to honor one of America's major civil rights leaders.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hundreds of people lined Broad Street in Gadsden on Saturday to mark Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a federal holiday dedicated to his message of unity. Bands, floats, and local dignitaries took part in that annual program honoring King, who led peaceful protests and demonstrations against segregation starting at the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church in Montgomery. In Anniston, the holiday was celebrated this morning with the annual Dr. Martin Luther King Breakfast and Youth Participation Day at the Civic Center. Students from across Calhoun County took part in the celebration, providing music, dance, and speeches devoted to King's ideals. About 600 people attended this breakfast, which this year focused on the theme of working together. Music groups, dancers, and other entertainers, ranging from elementary school students to adults, presented their tributes to Dr. King. The keynote speaker was Talladega Mayor Ashton Hall, who reminded the audience that the civil rights struggle remains a group effort.
Dr. King said it best when he reminded us that we're caught in the skateboard network of mutual life, tied in a single garment of destiny. In other words, none of us gets free alone. If we're honest, the truth is just as relevant today as it was over 60 years ago.
As Alabama lawmakers begin the new legislative session this month, Governor Kay Ivey is calling for the swift passage of the Child Predator Death Penalty Act. The governor highlighted this bill as one of her top priorities when she addressed the legislature at its first meeting this year. She says the new law would provide the strongest legal shield possible for the most vulnerable members of society. The Child Predator Death Penalty Act, sponsored by State Representative Matt Simpson and State Senator April Weaver, would make offenses against victims under the age of 12 automatically become capital cases punishable by death. Ivey says the necessity of this bill was brought to light last year after 8 people were arrested and charged with the rape, trafficking, and sexual torture of at least 10 children who were being held captive in Bibb County. Some of the victims were as young as 3 years old. If passed by both houses and signed by the governor, the Child Predator Death Penalty Act would become effective October 1st. When we come back, the state issues new guidelines to help senior citizens take advantage of locally grown foods.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Hi, my name is Edith Couch, and I'm a patient at Good Hydrations. Well, I've known Dr. Sneed, and I've known the people at CARES ever since I moved here from Atlanta. And so I had told him about my infusions that I got because I went all the way to Birmingham. These are friends, and they're also very caring people. They asked me questions, asked me what I wanted, told me what they had to offer, what they thought would be best for me given my health situation. And so I've been coming here ever since the first trial one that I did with them.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Metal Buildings, custom metal buildings built right here in Anniston.
The Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program has released its eligibility requirements for 2026. Officials with the Anniston Farmers Market have also issued a set of guidelines to help senior citizens find out if they qualify for the program and give them a list of requirements for receiving the help. First, applicants must apply online at agi.alabama.gov/farmersmarket. Applications cannot be taken over the phone or by mail. Applicants must be 60 years of age or older on the day of application, and they must reapply every year. The income limitations are A household of one cannot make more than $2,248 monthly. Two people cannot make more than $3,041 monthly. A household of three must make less than $4,109 monthly, and the limit for a household of four is $4,958 a month. The Gadsden Fire Department last week saved a family of newborn puppies from a house fire. Crews responded to a residential structure fire in Alabama City after first arriving units reported heavy smoke and visible flames. The chief on the scene said that his firefighters were able to rescue 5 6-week-old puppies during the operation and return them to their owners. All the animals were taken to a local vet and checked out before they were released. Well, East Alabama missed out on a light snowfall that hit southern portions of the state this past weekend, but things could be different by the end of this week. John Holder's in the EAN Weather Center with your local forecast.
Mike, indeed, the weather is going to be wintry, and not just in temperatures. We could have wintry precipitation headed to East Alabama before the week is done. We will have the complete forecast details next.
Big dreams deserve a strong foundation. Whether you're starting a business, building a backyard shop, or just need more space, Waldrop Metal Buildings is ready to help. Every project is built to fit your vision, your style, and your budget. Let's bring that dream to life. Call Waldrop today.
Life doesn't stop for car service, and now it doesn't have to with the Ford Mobile Service Van from Buster Miles Ford. Our certified technicians come to you for oil changes, brake service, tire rotations, battery tests, and more. It's the same trusted service now delivered right to your driveway. Schedule your Ford Mobile service today at bustermilesford.com.
EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below.
Plenty of blue sky today across East Alabama. As a matter of fact, the last couple of days, just hard to find any clouds out there. That does not equate to warm temperatures. Yesterday, an example. Today, an example. We were way below normal again on temperatures. Here's the EAN weather cam on Quintard Avenue in Anniston, showing you the blue sky this afternoon. But the high only 47 degrees, warmer than yesterday, but still about 8 degrees below the average. The low this morning, 22 degrees, a good 12 degrees below the average. We are in the throes of winter time for sure here in East Alabama in the middle of January. Coming up tonight, an even colder night, if anything. No chance of precipitation tonight, but the low tonight is going to be 21 degrees all across the region. Coming up tomorrow, another cold day ahead. 9 o'clock tomorrow, we're still below freezing at 31 degrees. Only 40 degrees at lunchtime tomorrow. Again, plenty of sunshine. That's not the problem. A good-looking day coming up. But the best we're going to do on temperatures tomorrow at 3 o'clock is about 46 degrees. So a day much like today coming up tomorrow across East Alabama. Here's the 7-day forecast. We'll spend some time here because I know you see that word sitting there on Sunday. Let's break it down day by day before we get there. We've got a mix of clouds and sunshine coming in here on Wednesday. Wednesday will actually be the best day weather-wise of the next several days coming up. We're looking at temperatures topping out in the mid-50s, around 55 degrees. Clouds coming in late in the day. We'll have a little bit of rain coming in Thursday night, 50-50 chance of rain during the day on Thursday as highs remain in the 50s. A small chance of a shower on Friday, maybe some sunshine as well. Chance of rain only about 30%, and the high temperatures remain in the low 50s. Saturday, and particularly Saturday night, that's where things potentially could get interesting across our side of the state here. A 60% chance of a cold rain. Now, the high on Saturday is going to be 41 degrees. That's cold, but that's not freezing. So we'll have a cold rain in place Saturday afternoon. Saturday night, as those temperatures drop from 41 to 25 and the rainfall continues, we could be dealing with ice. A 40% chance of that during the day on Sunday. But let's back up to Saturday night. a 70% chance of rain or freezing rain. Could even be snow, but right now, ice is the probability. That is not good news, folks. We haven't had an ice storm around here in a long time, about 44 years to be exact. We don't want that. Still far away, still a long way away as far as the forecast goes from determining what's going to happen. But the time frame is really late in the day on Saturday, into Saturday night, overnight Saturday night, and during the day on Sunday. You see the high on Sunday, only 38 degrees. So any wintry precipitation that we have probably going to be sticking around at least Sunday morning, playing havoc with a lot of church services potentially. We're going to watch that over the weekend. All of that is out of here by Monday. It's still cold, but again, precipitation's out of here and temperatures remaining way below the average by about 10 degrees across East Alabama. Let's take a look at warmer weather. We are trying to find some warmer weather, and we just don't see any. 8 to 14 day temperature outlook for the United States. This takes us all the way to the end of January, the first part of February. And as you can see, here in the eastern half of the country, we are below normal. As a matter of fact, well below normal temperatures forecasted for us here in East Alabama. The west is going to be warm, but even in Alaska, going to be above the average, and certainly in Hawaii. But here in the eastern side of the country, it looks like the rest of January is going to be cold all across East Alabama. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6 a.m. with your Tuesday weather at a glance. We've got sports coming up next. Colby Amos is right back at you after the break.
Discover the elegance of fine jewelry at Couch's Jewelers. From timeless diamonds to stunning gemstones, every piece is crafted to perfection. Experience the quality in person. Your next treasure awaits. Visit us today in Anniston.
Faith Christian girls basketball came out on top in a tightly contested matchup against Donahoe, defeating the Lady Falcons 45-40. The rivalry game stayed close from start to finish with neither team giving an inch. Defense and rebounding defined the first half as both teams struggled to create separation and kept the score from within a few possessions. But in the final minutes, Faith Christian made key plays on both ends of the floor, executing down the stretch to hold off Donahoe and secure the win. After the game, we spoke with Faith Christian head coach LaRae Williams about his team's effort and the rivalry victory.
It's the first complete game that we've played, and we actually closed it out on top. So proud of my girls, proud of the way they battled, and hopefully we can kind of ride this momentum. It's been a tough season, very tough. Like we haven't been on the winning side of things, and so this one feels pretty good, and the girls are they're ecstatic about it. So we just got to ride this wave and just keep it going. Okay, we can't let up. We got to keep putting things together, stacking days every quarter, just getting better, and live with the results.
The win also gives the Lady Lions momentum heading into the upcoming county tournament. Coach Williams spoke about the intensity of the rivalry and how that energy could carry over, with Donahoe looming as a potential postseason matchup.
Definitely bigger. It's a good coach over there on the other side, and so I know when we go way back, we're friends, so I know he's going to bring it. I know he's going to switch it up and do things differently. We just have to be able to adjust in game and, just play our brand of basketball, and, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one for sure.
While the girls' games went the Faith Christian's way, the boys' matchup belonged to Donahoe. Donahoe boys basketball earned a 62-54 win over Faith Christian. The rivalry stayed competitive throughout the first half, with both teams trading baskets and momentum. Donahoe pulled away in the second half, knocking down timely shots and tightening up defensively to limit Faith Christian's scoring opportunities. Following the win, we caught up with Falcons head coach Corey Hughes, who spoke about the meaning of the rivalry and the personal connection he shares with his team.
Every possession is tough. I mean, I've coached guys on both sides of the floor on both teams, and so they're just gutting it out. They all know each other well, and so every possession is kind of like fighting against your brother. And so I thought effort was what won the game, and our guys gave a ton of effort. So really proud of that.
Coach Hughes also emphasized the importance of finishing strong in a rivalry setting, especially after the previous matchup didn't go their way.
Well, in the first time we played them, we're really young. We had a good lead most of the game, but when our guys got in foul trouble, we had to put in some 7th graders, some 9th graders, and those guys at that point just hadn't had reps yet. At this point in the season, those guys have had reps, and so when they came in, you probably wouldn't even know they're 7th and 9th graders, but they're just playing fantastic. So I think, if we had to say the difference between first time and this time, it's our guys have gotten more reps under their belt, feeling better about themselves.
So a heated rivalry night ends with split results. Faith Christian takes the girls' games, while Donahoe earns the win on the boys' side. That's all for sports today. Back to you, Mike.
Thanks for watching East Alabama Now Local News. We do appreciate all your support. Please like and subscribe to see more local news for your area. We'll see you back here Tuesday for your news on your schedule.